Continents. What you need to know. Table of contents. A giant landmass. Africa, Asia, Europe, North America, South America, Australia, Antarctica, Oceania. A giant landmass. Land and water cover Earth. Look at a world map. You can count 7 large land masses. They are continents. Each is entirely or mostly surrounded by water. Long ago, all of Earth's land was joined. Scientists call this single landmass Pangaea. Pangaea began to drift apart about 200 million years ago. It broke into today's 7 continents. Drifting continents. 225 million years ago. 150 million years ago. 65 million years ago. Present. Africa. Africa is home to the Sahara, the world's largest desert. It also has the longest river, the Nile. Many impressive wild animals live in Africa. They include lions, giraffes, and elephants. Most scientists agree the first humans lived in Africa too. Fact: Africa is a huge plateau. Most of its land is high above sea level. Then it drops off sharply at the coast. Desert: a dry area with little rain. Plateau: an area of high flat land. At a glance, Africa. Size: 11.6 million square miles. Number of countries: 54. Population: more than 1 billion. Asia. Asia is Earth's largest continent. More people live there than any other continent. Asia is a land of extremes. To the north lies the frozen Arctic Ocean. In the south, there are tropical jungles. Asia also has thick forests, large deserts, and long rivers. Fact: the world's tallest mountain is found in Asia. It is Mount Everest. Tropical: having to do with hot and wet areas near the equator. At a glance, Asia. Size: 17.2 million square miles. Number of countries: 50. Population: 4.5 billion. Europe. Europe is west of Asia. It is the second smallest continent, but it has a large population. Other continents have wide open spaces. People occupy most of Europe. Europe and Asia are part of the same landmass. Some scientists consider them one continent called Eurasia. Population: a group of people, animals, or plants living in a certain place. Population density: check out the average number of people living in 1 square mile on each continent. At a glance, Europe. Size: 4 million square miles. Number of countries: 49. Population: 724 million. North America. North America lies across the Atlantic Ocean from Europe. It has every type of land and climate. There are mountains, deserts, forests, and swamps. People in northern areas live in very cold temperatures. Those in southern countries have tropical weather. Climate: average weather of a place throughout the year. At a glance, North America. Size 9.3 million square miles. Number of countries 23. Population more than 572 million. South America. South America has many natural wonders. The Amazon rainforest is the world's largest rainforest. The Amazon River carries 15 to 20% of Earth's fresh water to the ocean. Angel Falls in Venezuela is the world's highest waterfall. The Andes are the longest mountain range. The Atacama Desert is one of the hottest, driest places on Earth. Rainforest, a thick forest where rain falls almost every day. At a glance, South America. Size 6.8 million square miles. Number of countries 12. Population more than 418 million. Australia. Australia is the largest island in the world, but it is the smallest continent. Australia is also the only continent that is its own country. There are mountains and cities in the east. Western Australia is home to dry deserts and grasslands. Few people live in the west. Fact: Australia is known to have many poisonous animals. It has more deadly snakes than any other country. At a glance, Australia. Size 2.9 million square miles. Number of countries 1. Population more than 24 million. Antarctica. Antarctica is the coldest, windiest place on Earth. An ice sheet covers the land. A few mountains rise above the ice. Without its ice, Antarctica will look much smaller. People visit Antarctica, but no one makes it their home. Many scientists study Antarctica. It has more than 40 research stations. Antarctica. Antarctica's ice is 3 miles, 4.8 kilometers thick in some places. Antarctica ice sheet area. Maps of Antarctica include its ice sheet. The land beneath is much smaller than what is shown on a map. At a glance, Antarctica. Size 5.4 million square miles. Number of countries 0. Population 0. Visitors 1,000 in winter, 4,500 in summer. Oceania. Some places are not part of any continent. About 30,000 islands dot the Pacific Ocean. They are part of an area called Oceania. Some large islands are countries. Papua New Guinea and New Zealand are Pacific Island nations. Other islands are tiny. They barely rise above the ocean's surface. Fact: some people consider Australia part of Oceania. Others don't because Australia is its own continent. At a glance, Oceania. Size: more than 300,000 square miles. Number of countries 13. Population 20 million.